In the heart of Lagos, in the midst of the colorful chaos and vibrant life of the city, lived Adaobi. Adaobi was a young, charismatic university student studying at the University of Lagos, known affectionately to her friends as Ada. Ada had a secret that fluttered in her heart like a delicate butterfly. She had a crush on Chinedu, a fellow student in her economics class. Chinedu was known around campus for his sharp mind and even sharper style. He had a way of walking into a room that seemed like he was about to give a TED talk, and his smile could light up the dimmest lecture hall. Despite his popularity, he had a calm demeanor and a kindness that wasn't just reserved for those he knew well. Adaobi's friends often teased her about her seemingly unrequited affection, urging her to take action. "Just go talk to him, Ada," they would say, laughing over their cafeteria jollof rice. But Adaobi wanted something subtle, a way to draw Chinedu's attention without coming on too strong or changing who she was. One day, as Adaobi sat in the university library flipping through an old novel, a plan began to form. She knew Chinedu was a huge fan of Nigerian literature, often quoting Chinua Achebe and Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie during their class discussions. Adaobi smiled to herself, a light bulb flickering to life in her mind. She would start a book club. It would be a casual, low-stress way for Chinedu to notice her intellect and passion for literature, which she genuinely shared. The following week, Adaobi put up flyers around campus inviting students to the first meeting of the Unilag Lit Lovers. She made sure to hang one on the economics department bulletin board, right where Chinedu would undoubtedly see it. To her delight, Chinedu showed up at the first meeting. He seemed genuinely excited about the selection of the month, half of a yellow sun, and his eyes lit up when he saw Adaobi leading the discussion. The talk was lively and engaging, with Adaobi making sure everyone contributed, subtly steering the conversation to allow Chinedu to shine. Their eyes met several times, smiles passing between them like secret notes. Over the next few weeks, their encounters became more frequent. Not only did Chinedu continue to attend the book club, but he also started waiting for Adaobi after class to discuss their latest readings, or sometimes just to chat about their day. Adaobi kept her approach simple and genuine, always being herself, always letting the conversation flow naturally. She discovered that making someone fall in love wasn't about grand gestures or manipulative tactics. It was about shared interests, genuine smiles, and moments of connection that felt both thrilling and utterly natural. Adaobi and Chinedu grew closer, their friendship deepening with each shared laughter and debate over characters and plots. However, Adaobi kept wondering if Chinedu felt the same flutter in his heart that she did in hers. As the semester drew to a close and the Lagos Harmattan began to cool the air, Chinedu invited Adaobi to a special end-of-year gathering. The end-of-year gathering Chinedu invited Adaobi to was not the usual campus event. Instead, it was at a quaint cafe near the university, known for its cozy ambiance and excellent coffee. Adaobi felt a mix of excitement and nerves as she picked out a vibrant Ankara dress that mirrored her festive spirit. She wanted to look her best, not just for the gathering, but especially for Chinedu. When Adaobi arrived at the cafe, she found it charmingly decorated with fairy lights and local art. The place was buzzing with a mix of students and locals, all enjoying the laid-back vibe. Chinedu was already there, standing out in a neatly tailored dashiki, his smile reaching his eyes when he spotted Adaobi. "Adaobi, you look amazing," he greeted, waving her over. His compliment warmed her heart, setting a hopeful tone for the evening. As the night progressed, they found themselves tucked into a quiet corner, sipping on ginger tea and talking about everything from their favorite musicians to their aspirations after university. It was during these conversations that Adaobi realized how much Chinedu valued her opinions and enjoyed her company. The feeling seemed mutual, and there was an easy comfort between them, a gentle acknowledgement of their growing bond. In the following weeks, their relationship blossomed even further. They were no longer just fellow students or book club members. They were becoming important parts of each other's lives. Adaobi introduced Chinedu to her family during a weekend visit, where her parents hosted a small get-together in their honor. Her family's warmth and acceptance towards Chinedu made Adaobi's heart swell with joy. Chinedu reciprocated by inviting her to his sister's traditional wedding, where Adaobi was embraced not just by Chinedu, but by his entire family. One particular evening, as they walked along the Lekki beach, watching the sun dip below the horizon, Chinedu turned to Adaobi with a serious look in his eyes. "Adaobi, I've been thinking a lot about us," he started, hesitating slightly as he searched for the right words. "These past months have been some of the happiest in my life. I love how easy it is with you, how you make everything feel special." Adaobi felt her pulse quicken, her hopes rising with each word he spoke. "I feel the same, Chinedu," she replied, her voice barely above a whisper, yet carrying all the weight of her emotions. "Being with you, it's like finding a piece of myself I didn't know was missing." They stood there for a moment, the sound of the waves mixing with the beat of their hearts. It was clear that what had started as a simple crush was blossoming into something profound and meaningful. As they planned to attend another significant event together, the upcoming New Year's Eve festival in Victoria Island, both Adaobi and Chinedu felt that the year ahead held promises of joy and perhaps deeper commitments. As the New Year's Eve approached, Lagos was alive with anticipation, its streets bustling more than usual with both locals and tourists. The festival in Victoria Island promised to be a grand affair, with fireworks, live music, and throngs of celebrants eager to welcome the new year. Adaobi and Chinedu, now nearly inseparable, were excited about celebrating together. Adaobi had grown to love Chinedu deeply, cherishing every moment they spent together. She felt a thrill every time they planned something new, every casual touch, every shared laugh. Tonight, she felt, would be a turning point for them, a night of new beginnings. They arrived at the festival hand in hand, blending into the colorful crowd. The air was thick with the aroma of grilled suya and fried plantains, and the sound of Afrobeat music filled the air. They danced, laughed, and enjoyed the performances, fully immersed in the festive spirit. As midnight approached, Chinedu pulled Adaobi away from the crowd to a quieter spot near the water's edge. The city's lights reflected on the surface, creating a shimmering backdrop. He took both of her hands in his eyes earnest and full of emotion. "Adaobi, this year has been incredible because of you. I can't imagine my days without you," Chinedu said, his voice steady despite the butterflies he felt. "You've brought so much joy and light into my life." Adaobi's heart raced, her eyes glistening with emotion as she squeezed his hands. "Chinedu, Before she could continue, the sky erupted in fireworks, illuminating their faces with bursts of color. Chinedu smiled, using the magical moment to bolster his courage. "Adaobi, I love you. I don't want to just celebrate New Year's with you. I want to celebrate every day with you. Will you be my partner, not just tonight, but for all the days to come?" Adaobi was overwhelmed with happiness, tears of joy escaping her eyes. "Yes, Chinedu, yes, I will!" As they embraced, The crowd around them cheered the new year, unaware of the personal joy shared between Adaobi and Chinedu at that moment. They stood together, wrapped in each other's arms, watching the sky dance with light. They both knew that this new year was just the beginning of their shared journey, filled with promises, love, and countless new stories to write together. And as the fireworks faded into the starlit sky, Chinedu and Adaobi looked forward to the future, knowing they had found something truly special in each other. A love that had blossomed naturally and beautifully, without stress or pretense, in the most organic way possible.